defense by Kelly Olynyk right there. And we got Christian Wood going up over Duncan Robinson, and he lays it up and in. Got Kendrick Nunn. Ah, them the only people that might get off is shooters. Y'all can't be disciplined to guard them. That's keeping them in the game, man. 3-point shooting, Duncan Robinson and Nunn. Good shot. Y'all started letting them shoot. Not guarding them. Y'all not guarding Kendrick Nunn and Duncan Robinson. Y'all not guarding the shooters. Y'all not, y'all not damn near guarding the shooter. Y'all letting them come off screens and shoot. I gotta know that. Good shot, KP. Oh, KPJ. He got that corner wide open. Wow. ET, I'm in the dude live stream already. I'm in his live stream. I already told him that we beat him. But he a cool person though, ET. That dude a cool person. He not a bad person. I'm in the dude that champ dude live stream. I'm in his stream right now. He a straight person. Yeah, he a cool he a cool person. See if the other one's streaming. But I know I'm in the other dude's stream though. I think the one that got the oh, the other one streaming too? Good shot, KP. KP on fire. I'll be back on the game after this this game. I retired from guard. I ain't playing that guard position no more. Nah, he ain't streaming. Yo, I'm in the dude in this dude's stream though. Hey, they running I think his play shot, a stretch, and a perimeter lockdown. Damn. Wall? You missed that? He got that shit blocked. Good job by Lenny right there. He got that shit blocked. Go right at Kendrick Nunn. How did he? Damn, Wood? That nigga quit. That nigga quit on their ass. That nigga nice, man. Kevin Porter Jr. nice. Oh, that nigga. That nigga got his shit fucked up. That nigga got his shit fucked up. Trash ass game. You know what I'm saying? I'm out. This nigga say he trash ass game. That nigga got his shit dumped off, fucked up. No shit, he got his shit fucked up. This nigga Iguodala knocking this shit down. DJ Wilson has not been in the game tonight. He just John Wall just damn. Y'all ain't even close on these threes. He ain't been in the game. He got rhythm. What's good? So you getting? Yeah, I'm getting back on. Yeah, I'm getting back on. Probably after yeah after this game, I'll be back on. Miami winning. Yeah, Miami winning 82 to 72. Appreciate that. Good morning. Yes, afternoon over here. You say okay. I will be on. All right. You can join my party that I got, Selena. I'll let you. You can join my party. I don't want to keep you, in that party with all that cursing and all that negative vibe in the party. You can join my party. What's good, Mr. Oscar? How you doing? What's good? Make sure you hit that like and that sub. You good, sir? You good? You good? You good? You good? I support anybody who will support me. What's good, Oscar? How you doing? And Heat is up 12 points. Damn, boy. This what happened. Like this remind me. This game right here remind me of the last game that the Rockets played against Miami. 15-point lead. This what happened last game between these two teams. They went off in the third quarter with all these threes. This the same type of game. The same legit type of game. The Rockets was in the game, and then Miami just shot them out the game. You said it's afternoon. Yeah, it's nighttime over here.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Uber Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, legendary retired Hall of Famer, former 5 division world champion, former pound for pound king, former pay-per-view king,
What's good?
superstar, iconic, retired, 50 and 0, undefeated, the man known as Money, Floyd Money Mayweather Jr. He responds to all of the critique that YouTube sensations Logan Paul and his brother Jake Paul are receiving, and Floyd Mayweather, that people are starting to question his motive in doing an exhibition bout with Logan Paul. And Floyd Mayweather, he had this to say. He stated that Logan Paul is the biggest star he can do business with within the sport of boxing or event period as an exhibition or even as an official fight. He says Logan Paul is a bigger star than anybody in the sport of boxing. That including the heavyweights Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. He says that it,
wasn't quite ready for it and ends up throwing it out of bounds or into the backcourt. Either way, it's a turnover. Here is Ariza's pass. Look at this pass. I don't think Devin even saw it coming and just hit it right in the chest. This is ridiculous. Yeah, that's about as good as it gets there. Great angle right there, too. And then Ariza wants to get a high five going down to Devin, just leaves him hanging. Assist for Trevor Ariza. There the Rockets run scored 28-10 the last time these two teams met in Houston in the third quarter. So the third quarter problematic for the second consecutive game for the Rockets against the Heat this season. Devin sets the pick. Dragic comes around it.
What's good, Jeremy?
Devin off of the corner on Paula for three. And the Rockets don't even attempt a shot as the third quarter comes to a close. Again, all Miami there in the third, 12 minutes remaining in this game. It's
What's good, y'all?
74 Heats.
I've been great, man. How you been doing?
Every time we're out of school, you always just think about like when you first show up there, it's always like, did I make the right decision type stuff. I hope I make the right decision. Cause I wanted to get out of California so bad because there was just so much stuff going on. I was like just thirsty to go.
Appreciate it.
I went over
Appreciate
there
it.
unexpectedly. That was Alabama was in the national championship. That's when they lost too.
How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Make sure I hit that like and sub for me.
I forgot
Appreciate it.
where was that game played at? It was all in Tampa. Like man, we ain't got nowhere. Like pick up blah blah. So the dude drove from. He said he drove. They got him. I forgot he either drove or they said they bought him a flight and had to drive somewhere hella far to pick me up and get me like in my dorm and stuff like that. It's like you just showing up type stuff. Like blah blah. You ain't gonna tell.
Alright, they down 15 with 12 minutes to go.
And the Rockets bench is being outscored 22-12. This is important minutes for the Rockets bench unit here. They've got to get their team back in the game. Rockets only shot in 21 in the third, missed 8 of their 10 threes. Zone for the Heat.
Oh, you watching the Sixers and the Warriors? Yeah, I gotta watch the Rockets. Rockets are my squad though, so you know they're my squad. I just been watching for the last couple of days. Ooh, that's a good move right there. That is a good move by KZ Okpala.
Steps on that one, but it looked good.
Kevin Porter trying to finish out Denton. Unable to do so.
Devon's having a great game.
Yeah, he is playing very well.
We ain't played well against. Yeah, we ain't played well against Houston this year.
12 points, 5 boards, and 2
So yeah,
blocks for
they
Denton off the bench.
may say, yo, I.
So far, this second half has been a nightmare for the Rockets.
They not gonna make no playoffs. Rockets, we not having a good season. So we not no we the worst. We got the worst record in the NBA right now. We ain't making no playoffs. They out of they out of there. All that shit, Kovic and the injuries can't overcome it this year.
Now Dragic,
Can't overcome it.
top of the shot clock, working on
Yeah, they out of there.
into the paint. Goes Glass as Miami's lead grows. Now a 21-point game.
Rock was just up 1 point in the halftime. Now it's all of a sudden 21. This game remind me just of the first game they played against each other. How Miami just shot them out in the third quarter. He said, no, actually that's the Timberwolves. Now we got the worst record. Timberwolves got how many wins? Timberwolves got. Timberwolves got about 18 wins. The Rockets got 14. Rockets just got 15, I believe. Rockets just got 15. We not the worst team. We got the worst record. I would say we have the worst record. Timberwolves, I believe they got 18 wins, if I'm not mistaken. The last time I checked that, we not the. I wouldn't say we the worst team. We got the worst record now. We have the worst record. Not the. I don't think we got the worst team.
Clock is now 7 of 20.
Cause like I say, injuries killing injuries. We got too many of them. David Nwaba out. Eric Gordon is out. John Wall don't play back to backs. Sterling Brown is hurt. Daniel House has been hurt. I say Daniel House has been hurt. You know. He said, "Yo, I swear if NBA don't give the Rockets their pick, it's official." Like I say, I'm not. Like I say, man, if the Rockets get the pick, they get the pick. But now I say, if y'all want to say the Rockets the worst team, I definitely disagree. The Rockets not the worst team in the NBA. Rockets have the worst record, but if you look at them, how they play on the court, I mean, like I say, I don't look at the Rockets as the worst team. We just too injury riddled, man. We just too injury riddled, dude. Eric Gordon has been out the whole season pretty much. He said they tied. Yeah, they got 15. He said, bro, that sucks. What happened? Yeah, he got jumped. He got jumped in Miami. And Sterling Brown just got jumped. He just got jumped in Miami. He just got assaulted. So, yeah, man, we've been dealing with Kovic, the James Harden shenanigans all year long, and the injuries. Like I say, in the offseason, I'm telling you, I'm moving on from Eric Gordon. The Rockets got to move on from Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon and Daniel House, I got to move on from them. Good as Eric Gordon could be when he's on the court, I got to just move on from Eric Gordon. I got to do a trade. I got to do a trade Eric Gordon, or like I say, I don't know, but I'm definitely got to move on. Eric Gordon definitely got to move around. Shake up a few things. You know, get the NBA, get a Rockets the draft pick, which is I think it might be top 4, top 3. I don't know which one is gonna be, but we'll see. Try to make a splash in free agency if you could. And with a healthy team, Rockets can be straight. They can play up. They can be in contention for the playoff team. For a playoff team, if everything break right in the offseason, if you can get everybody to play together, along with Kevin Porter Jr. Kevin Porter Jr. gonna be a stud. Christian Wood is already a stud. John Wall got his first lick of basketball in 2 years. Okay, babe. Thank you. Okay, love. Just let me know.
Speaks for itself. Get $1,250 customer cash or qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2021 Camry. Hurry in today. Let's go places.
So man, like I say, man, I'm not mad at this season, bro. Man, Rockets, James Harden situation. But then again, I can't blame the James Harden situation because the Rockets was 11-11 before Christian Wood got hurt. When Christian Wood got hurt, that was it. Them 20 straight games didn't help us. The Rockets were 11-11 before Christian Wood got injured. Exactly. Because they beat Memphis. They blew out Memphis. And then he turned his ankle in that second quarter. That second or third quarter, I believe. So Rockets went to 11-11. After that, the Rockets just couldn't win no more. Again, like I say, the Rockets not far away. Again, for being a playoff team, they're not far away. They're just not far away from being a playoff team. They definitely not far away from being a playoff team again. Within next year, the Rockets could get back in the playoffs if everything just break right. You keep John Wall, that veteran leadership. You keep Kelly Olynyk. I keep him the way he's been playing with the Rockets. You got a shooter off the bench in Amani Brooks. Sterling Brown, his best season by far in the NBA with any team. His best season. If you want to keep Augustine, you can keep him if you want to keep him. If you want to keep him, if you're a Rocket fan, if you want to keep Augustine, you can keep him. But I might make a video on what the Rockets may need to do in the offseason. But like I say, definitely keep John Wall. He's definitely a keeper. He's definitely a keeper. I don't care what nobody say. He's definitely a keeper. To come out and average 20 points after you off a 2-year layoff, the average 20 points and 7 assists, that's pretty damn good. You ain't played basketball in 2 seasons. And he's still out here. And to be honest, he's having his best shooting season. He having his best shooting season. 3-point shooting season as well. 3-point shooting season, he having his best. 33% from the 3, he having his best 3-point shooting percentage season. So, hey, and he still got some explosiveness too. So don't get that fooled. John Wall still can go by people. There's gonna be a lot of nights he ain't gonna shoot consistent. But at least you know he's a pass first point guard. At least you know he still can get to the basket. He still can make plays. And he has some big games this year, to be honest. And I keep Kelly Olynyk, keep him, bring him back. If he's a free agent, I'll bring him back. Be considering bringing him back. Avery Bradley, if the Rockets want to bring him back, they could. But if they want to let him walk, I wouldn't be mad. Eric Gordon, I think he just needs to go. I think Eric Gordon time should be up in Houston. Daniel House, I just think his time should be up in Houston. Nwaba, you can keep him. You keep David Nwaba, you can keep him. Because he was having a great season before he even got hurt. So he was doing well. So I say I'm gonna do another video on who the Rockets may need to keep or what they may need to do in the off season. But like I say, for right now I'm just give y'all a hint what they probably need to with the shakeups. With probably the keepers, what they need to do, who they need to keep, who they might need to keep.
He scored 10 or more in every single game he's played with the Rockets, which is the longest streak of his career. I was hoping that he'd get to 10 here tonight.
He said, what could be the reason why Daniel House? So what? What you say? Invincible? You talking about what you mean? You talking about whether if we keep him or not? Hey, Miss Lady Gaming, how you doing? You talking about keep him? Consistent? Inconsistent? Because he's so inconsistent because of the shooting. Actually, because of his shooting. He's a great defender. That's why I've been telling y'all that and arguing with y'all for years, arguing with everybody for years. Man, like I say, I wouldn't put him out of the rotation. I say just because he having a struggling shooting season. I mean, man, the man can shoot. He just some games he gonna struggle, y'all, and we gonna have to be able to live with that as Rockets fans, man. Everybody gonna struggle shooting the ball at one point. Shooting the ball at one point. If Daniel House struggles shooting the ball, a lot. That's the one thing his inconsistency coming from. He's gonna give you good effort. He's gonna give you good effort on defense. He's gonna get a couple of drives to the basket. But other than that, what makes him inconsistent is his shooting ability. His ability not being able to shoot. I wouldn't be mad if they decide to keep him, but like I say, I just think for the Rockets' sake, they just need to move on from him. I think he needs to move on. It's time for him to a fresh start. Fresh start for the Rockets. Get rid of, try to trade Eric Gordon. This time you trade Eric Gordon. You get him out of there. You get him out of there this time. He got to go. Eric Gordon got to go. I think it's time to move on from Eric Gordon. He can't. First, and then his shooting dropped off, but his shooting dropped off a little bit, a lot. But again, that's due to him never being on the floor. Never is on the floor. Always hurt. He's never on the floor. So, like I say, I move on from Eric Gordon. Daniel House, I move on from him. Kelly Olynyk, I don't know if he's a free agent. I don't know if Kelly Olynyk is a free agent this year. I need to check and see if he got 1 year, if he's going to be a free agent. I heard he's a free agent. So if Kelly Olynyk is a free agent, if I'm the Rockets, the way he's playing for the Rockets right now, I consider bringing him back. I consider bringing Kelly Olynyk back. I consider bringing him back on this team. I consider bringing him back. If they want to let Avery Bradley walk, then I wouldn't be upset. But if they want to keep him, I wouldn't be upset either. So either way, I wouldn't be upset if they decide to keep him or let him go. I wouldn't just be upset on the Avery Bradley part. John Wall, I think he still got a lot of time left on his contract because the Wizards just re-signed him. Pretty much just re-signed him. So I wasn't talking about trade John Wall. I would keep John Wall. I would keep him. I think you can do something with John Wall. I think the Rockets could be a competitive team. And then plus his leadership in the locker room. Him and Kelly Olynyk, I think you keep these guys. I think you keep these type of guys around. You keep these guys around. KPJ is going to be a stud. You can see that from a mile away. So like I say, if you want to keep, I'll say you definitely need John Wall is definitely a keeper. If you're the Rockets, Eric Gordon, I gotta go. He gotta move on. I gotta move on from him. Daniel House, I gotta move on from. You definitely gotta do that. Avery Bradley, if you want to let him walk, you just let him walk. If you want to keep him, won't be mad. DJ Wilson, if he got some extra year, I consider keeping him. He just don't get the playing time. Sterling Brown, if he's on a 1 or 2 year deal, I keep him. He's having his best season, and he can shoot, and he shoots for over 40% from the 3-point line. You keep him. You keep him on the team. David Nwaba, he been hurt all season. You keep him. He's averaging 9 points per game. 9 points per game. Before he got hurt. So you keep him. That's a keeper. He ain't no more than on a 1 year deal, so you probably can keep him. Surprisingly effective. Man, I'm telling you, Maximum. I'll say those are the guys. If you got something else, if you got anybody else you consider keeping, you let me know. But I'm telling you, I'm gonna make a straight video up on who the Rockets need to keep and who the Rockets need to let go. I don't know. Again, like I said, I don't know the contracts. I don't know who's on 1 year deals. I don't know. I heard Kelly Olynyk is a free agent though coming up. I say if you the Rockets, you re-sign him. You resign him because he's been nothing but consistent with the Houston Rockets. I'll say Eric Gordon. I gotta find a trade for him. I think I'm ready. Rockets need to move on from him. He's getting older. He's getting like I say, he's getting hurt way too much to where he can't perform out there on the court. Daniel House is getting hurt a lot too. You move on from him. And all the young guys, Christian Wood, John Wall and Kelly Olynyk, I keep those guys. I'm keeping those guys. I think the Rockets not far from another playoff appearance. They're not far. They have the team. They definitely have the team. They just got to get everybody to play together and on the court. They definitely can do some things. Christian Wood is going to turn into a star. KPJ is going to turn into one. John Wall, leadership. Kelly Olynyk, leadership. KJ Martin is going to be a great defensive stud. Jayshawn Tate. Man, you got a lot of young guys. We got a lot of young guys. We got a great, exciting young core of guys. Group of guys. And Raphael Stone has done one heck of a job. One heck of a job as well. In the front office. Getting draft picks and all of that. Maybe those draft picks can turn into a player or something like that. Sterling Brown is a great shooter. Like I said, I mentioned Sterling Brown. Yeah, they can keep Sterling Brown. I will keep Sterling Brown. And matter of fact, Sterling Brown is having his best season in the NBA by far. So the man showed you he can shoot. The man showed you he can shoot. He can shoot it, and he can play. And this is first actual opportunity. Actually, so you definitely bring him back. You definitely got to bring him back. You don't let him walk. Someone that is having a great season before he even consider gotten hurt. That's averaging over 10 points. I mean, at least 10 points a game. And shooting over 40% from 3, yeah. Or 39%, yeah. You definitely consider bringing him back. The Miami Heat just caught fire.
That's the old Steph Curry right there. Drive baseline, get it to a big man, cut to the corner. You see, you can take it the foul so that the rest of the Heat bench can get in the game. The Rockets will celebrate Rudy T's induction into the Hall of Fame when the Rockets take on the Clippers this Friday at Toyota Center. Take advantage of the Flashback Friday special presented by Toyota. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 drinks for $94.95 and a 3D Rudy T poster. Rockets.com.
14 unanswered for the Heat. 29-point game. Lamb, Jeffries, Martin. Vincent misses it badly. Rebound cleared by Martin. Martin's basket was the Rockets' first in like 4 minutes. Jeffries from the corner. Is it his first 3 with Houston?
Did he turn and have some words with the Heat bench after he made that? Yeah, that is some confidence there.
That went off the boot of Wilson.
Shout out to everybody who's in the stream, who's watching. Rockets basically the same game that we saw the first game with the Miami Heat. It's basically a repeat of that game. Rockets outscored in the third quarter. And the Miami Heat just continue to pour it on. Continue to pour it on in this fourth quarter.
Some sweet kicks for Armani Brooks. Armani, can you hook us up? Those are sweet.
Lamb keeps it alive. Cutting as Wilson got fouled by Achua.
Rockets in shit. Third quarter. What a surprise. What's a surprise? Nothing. Ain't nothing surprise for what's going on this year, man.
Game in favor of Houston at halftime. And Miami.
This was the legit same game when the Rockets played them the first game. Rockets up at halftime, and then the third quarter just happened. Miami Heat just shot the Rockets out of the game.
I see Calvin and Kaylee over there already broke the bottle open. Having a couple shots.
So Miami's going to win their second in a row without Jimmy Butler on the shelf with an ankle sprain. Vincent, the former Gaucho, UC Santa Barbara. I once did a women's NCAA tournament game from UC Santa Barbara. Pretty nice location.
Yeah. I once played a game against UC Santa Barbara when I was at the University of Colorado back in the 80s. Fun place to play.
It was Rice versus North Carolina. Rice was a 13 seed, and they beat. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They played UC Santa Barbara in a 13 versus 4 matchup, and the place was packed. The fans were going crazy. Rice won the game.
Wow.
Ended up losing the following game against North Carolina, who I believe may have gone on to win the championship that year. Memory serves, I could be wrong on that. I know Nikki Teasley played for North Carolina at the time, but that was a crazy atmosphere there. I want to say it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 97, 98.
It's a big win for Rice going there and winning on their home court.
That Rice team, they had a couple of players who spent some time in the WNBA. Nice extra pass.
Oh, KJ, God damn.
And Sherwood with the rebound.
I'm not going to tell you what the Rockets are shooting from the three-point line, but it's not good.
Shout out to everybody that came by the stream tonight. The Rockets will lose after beating Orlando last night.
18-7, 3-2 again as the Rockets ultimately end up losing this game. It was very evenly played, Matt. Super competitive in the first half. Again, the Rockets are up by 1 at halftime, but Miami was the significantly better team in this second half, and they go on.
And comment, like, and subscribe, man. 113-91, Miami Heat